So in
Yeah,
the so since the 40s, think about that. 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s,
about
until the
six
time of his death.
decades.
Until the time
Yeah.
of his death. So he's been part of every era, every style of music, from
Hmm.
rock and roll to
Yes. To dance
freestyle.
music to freestyle. Yeah, he actually he dabbled in those things, and well, I guess what they call is reinventing himself. So every decade he would reinvent himself. Tito Puente was a pioneer in the 1930s and 40s with the music of mambo, rumba, cha 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 in the nightclubs of New York City, and that's when it was very popular to do that cha cha dance and mambo music. It wasn't called salsa at the time. Then in the 60s, when the Beatles came into America and started flooding the rock and roll thing, and I think my father's influence gravitated towards those rock stars, and thus came Carlos Santana, who created a sound that became Latin rock in the end of the 60s into the 70s. And of course, the great song Oye Como Va became a worldwide hit. Tito Puente wrote that in 1963. So 10 years later, Santana redid the song. So my dad went into rock music, mambo music. Then in the 70s, as the 70s started to close, there was a group called Sugar Hill Gang. And he started working with those cats. He played on the theme. He was one of the first Latin band leaders to play on a hip hop record with Sugar Hill Groove. It was incredible that he played on that record. That was 1978, and he played on that with Sylvia Robinson. And then the 80s came. Tito Puente was featured. Now we have the music of freestyle and dance music. He worked with Little Louis Vega, La India, Mark Anthony, all those great artists that were in the dance music at that time. And Tito Puente played on a song called Clave Rocks by Amaretto. He played the timbales there. And that was in 1986, and that became a huge hit for him. And then, of course, in the 90s, he started dabbling into jazz until his untimely passing in 2000. But you could tell what I just told you guys, after 4 or 5 decades, he would jump into all types of genres of music. And not only that, he also played with symphonies and, of course,